Destroy. Destroy. Oh, look at that. My mic is live. And we are in. Because I'm on a loading screen. Because this is. There we go. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Chicka, 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 boom, 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 da-doom. Chicka, chicka, ch, chow, boom. Okay. I'm supposed to order a new microphone. Not microphone, new thing. Okay, I think we are live. We are live. This is spare. There we go. I'm back into it. I should do a stagecoach today. Should I do a stagecoach? Still gotta do a bank. Well, the stagecoach, you should carry the money. Choices, choices, choices. Alright, can we get this or not? Seriously, dude? It's taking forever now. Alright. Where are we? Assets. No assets. And it's going to take forever. Forever. I don't like this forever. It's funny how I've gone from from spaceships to westerns. It's a huge leap. But one day I'm there building spaceships. Is it lag? No noticeable lag. Perfect. I can actually look at the screen today. Woo-hoo. All right. What do we got? Projector, output projector. Boom. Still no camera. I actually have to order one. So, all my fault. And today, okay, we're back on the Oregon Trail. So, good morning. Whoever is here, I can't see you unless you talk. But good morning. I'm going to assume it's Dirty Draws. And possibly Ann Kitty. We'll see. I was messing around with the railroad last night, trying to find something, the right kind of a wheel setup that's going to allow me to travel on the track. And I tell you, man, it's giving me trouble. I might have to redesign my track. So I was looking at Harry Potter, and for the Hogwarts Express, and they have a really good. Hey, Dirty. I was looking at Harry Potter, the Hogwarts Express, and they have a really good system that I had completely overlooked when I was building the Hogwarts Express last time. They actually built out the train system, so that should have some good measurements, and hopefully I should be able to translate it over here. But right now, I'm gonna get back to finishing my sheriff's station, my sheriff's office, and jail cell. I don't like what I've done here with this. It's pretty much what I don't like. I was going to use the single cells, but then I decided, you know what? Let's just try to get the jail cells here. And there's my wife. 1 second. And we're back. It was a fascinating conversation involving not wanting to adult today. That's my wife. She doesn't want to adult today. So she's trying to pass it off to me. I have to go back out this evening. Is this interior door? Where is the interior door? I know Lion's Night has this single interior door. So interior walls, okay, windows. There it is. The interior door, the jail cell door. So my thought was put this at the side. Oh, wow. Dang it. Okay, let's try to get this more around here. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. All right. Dun 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 dun. So come on and let me know. Should I stay or should I go? All right. Okay, so who's here? Dirt Draws, Dwayne Lands. Hey, what's happening? You came in right when I was having a conversation with my wife there. Kaboom, good to see you. Are you today's Wednesday? Do you have a stream happening today? What fun stuff is Kaboom getting up to at 10 o'clock? Wounded Paws, good to see you. All right, we're building the sheriff's office right now, so I'm just messing around, trying to find a good design for the bars. Before I go and do something funky over here, and because I want the bars to be separate, but I don't want to use anything that looks too wrong. Haunted house, this does not work. That really does not work. I wish they just gave us a solid piece. And the closest that we have to solid pieces right now is white or in first order. gray. And this is not all the way solid, as you well know. See? But this could possibly work. Possibly. I'm just not completely sold on it yet. So, you guys help me to design my jail cell. Yay! Now, these are our options. We're gonna put up. There we go. So, this is the next best possible option. And it's not as jarring as the other one. So that might work, but it's still not straight. Hey, Mr. Black, what's up? Hey, Flunky Dunk. Man, it's amazing to see some of the some of the names that people come up with. Flunky Dunk. You gotta say it out loud in order to get the real impact of that. But nice name. I'm kind of leaning towards the first order piece right now. What do you guys think? Before I start doing anything too funky. I mean, I could always put the planks on the side, but it's not going to be proper bars. So, you know, I may actually end up doing this. This, right now, is the sheriff's office. And, of course, it's nice and night. Oh, okay, so, yeah, I kind of messed up the town hall lettering. It's hard to get the spacing sometimes. But it's also nice to not have to worry about how deep the letters are going to be, because we now have pieces that we can, you know, the short pieces allow us a lot more flexibility in writing. So we just got to figure out the whole spacing issues, which is a whole thing by itself, because Saloon is still off. Yeah, there's the covered wagon. There's two more up there over on the trail. I did manage to finish off most of the saloon, so let's take a look. We've got some nice lighting going on, nice dark corners. You know, we can have a quiet drink all to yourself. I put in the piano, of course. Well, organ. I do have to make this into a storeroom, but up here we've got your rooms for rent, and then the back office. I have to actually come back and fix this up, because this is supposed to be like dual purpose. It's gonna be the back office over here, and the innkeeper's rooms. So this is where he lives. So that is done. City Hall is across, or rather Town Hall is across the way over here. And it's not done. I have the whole back of the wall to finish. So let me see what else we got. There's a church, of course. First thing to build. And then there's the stagecoaches. I was messing around with these guys. And I had a huge mistake yesterday where I knocked this off of the rails. So this is no longer solid. I have to rebuild this now. Yes, the seamstresses get nice beds. Whenever you want your socks darned, you go over to the saloon and, you know, and get a seamstress. They'll take care of your socks. Llama horses are the best horses. Don't you dare disparage my llamas. All right, we're going to be getting the sheriff. I got to get a nice deep sign for this one. So I got to figure out a way to get a good frame, because we have to use the other letters for that. But we're now back in here. We have beams on the roof, and the reason for the doors is additional storage upstairs, of course, but also this is a defensive position for when anybody tries to attack the the jail cell. You know, because every now and then you get some people who are a little bit salty who want to try to get their friend out of jail. Doesn't matter if he's guilty or not; they want him out, and that darn sheriff better be listening. You know, type thing. Nothing that we have to worry about over on the Oregon Trail, but you know, it is kind of like the climate of the times. Anyway, let's get the rest of this jail cell together so we can move on to the next, on to the next, and on to the next. All comes together. I was thinking this morning how weird it is for me to be jumping around. Like last week, I'm there on spaceships, and this week I'm here on in the Old West. I'm surprised you guys can keep up. But thank you for bearing with me and for coming along on the ride. Hopefully it's a good ride. All right, here, come on, come on, come on, come on. Turn the corner. Wrong point. Why can't I get to you? Son of a... I'm just going to grumble a lot. What is your damage, buddy boy? Okay, so... Really? I hate this bug. I really hate this bug. The one where whenever you hit something, it just it resets what you're supposed to be. This is so annoying. You know what? Here, fine, fine. I admit defeat. I admit defeat. There. Hope you're happy now. Hey, someone can actually tunnel into the jail cell. That would be cool. I don't know about you guys, but I grew up watching like westerns. I'm sure like a lot of us did, because it was like, especially if you were in an area that had syndicated TV. It was like one of the cheapest things that they could get to show. Didn't know that at the time, of course, but westerns were just like they're so old and so out of circulation that one of the best places for them to show again and again was in the movie theaters. Sorry, not movie theaters. It was on TV. So I grew up in Barbados. So we were like 20 years behind in most TV in any case. I mean, unless it's news. But what would happen is that they would show things like super late. So I know for some people it's not the same circumstance, but we would get like a lot of like late night westerns. Like so we get like whatchamacallit. There's a lot of like black and white stuff, of course. But I remember there's this one western that I used to like because it was funny as hell. Um, I can't remember what this guy's name. Terrence something or the other. But he used to show up with this guy named Bud, and we used to call them Bud and Lou. Just one of those weird nicknames, Bud and Lou. Whoa, my screen is flickering all over the dang place. All right, here we go. Hey, Taz. What's happening? Hey. Oh, yes, Flunky. this isn't this is not a new world actually. If you take a bus station, we will be right over by the Enterprise. And thanks a lot for popping by, Taz. For the rest of you guys, what's this saying? Okay, there we go. Should I stay or should I go? This should be a fortress. So there we go. We have our door to get in. We're going to put the sheriff's, like a cot or something over there. Because, you know, the cops have to have a place to live, sleep. Because you can't leave those pesky prisoners alone unless you're heading out on a posse or something. Now, my next big question is this gonna be set back or forward? I think forward position would be best. Yes, Bud and Lou. You remember Bud and Lou, right? Yeah, I'm streaming on YouTube. Isn't YouTube up? Yeah, cause Dirty's over there. So Dirty, do you actually remember Bud and Lou? Son of a destroyed it. Messed that one up. Excellent. Oh. Yeah, in order to get the chat more active, I would have to stream only on Twitch. So that's my bad entirely. There we go. Nice and easy once you have it all set. See, there you go. Nice and easy. This one is set back, so I'm going to replace that. That was a good guideline, though. And then we can do the top. Should probably do something different with the top. But this is what we got right now. And then we can use this. Right. Oh, hold on. Alright, perfection. See, I almost wanted to bring the top out a little more. Alright, Let's get some of those rafters up here. And let's make this top a little more impregnable. So that, you know, you don't get anybody trying to climb over. You have to deal with the rafters. Ah. I guess I could have brought my rafters over just a little bit more. But then that wouldn't line up properly. What are we going to do here? I think we're going to lose that. And this should be fine here. Alright, on top of the door, let's get that covered up. So come on and let me know. Should I stay or should I go? I don't know why that song is in my head. I actually hate it. It's one of my least favorite songs. But the rhythm is so dang catchy. I think I heard it on an ad or something. Alright, okay, so we got whole jail cell. And now we gotta furnish it. Go away, butterfly. Shoo, bye-bye. Thank you. Jeez. Okay, butterfly. Alright, let me see what we got over here. Should I stay or should I go now? If I stay, there will be trouble. And if I go, there will be double. Is that... Should I cover that? Or should I... Am I even able to? So come on and let me know. Should I stay or should I go? Okay, it's doable. It's a bit of a tight fit. But you know what? We're in Legoland, so it doesn't matter. Alright. Defendable position. We need some banisters up here that are nice and thick. So let's get some Moss Isley. Because these guys are nice and thick here. Oh boy. Not that thick. Oh, but we do have these guys. Get a little bit higher. Or I can stick the Moss Isley on top of these. Moss Isley may not work so well. Let's take a look at the roof. We're in Salty. Get rid of Moss Isley. Go to Salty. And Salty has these battlements. Completely forgot about those guys. Might be a little bit odd for the Old West. But let's take a look. Yeah. The height is right. The intent is right. Oh, yes. So I was talking about Bunaloo. I'm sorry. I saw a clip of it recently, and I just remembered. And the thing is, YouTube also did this same thing, where they showed the clip of the actor Terrence. What's his name? Terrence. I have to look it up now. I'm sorry. YouTube. Beans. He made the act of looking beans. Terrence Hill, that's his name. Terrence Hill eating Mexican beans. This dude is like dirtiest, dustiest dude, and he just came into the scene and just ate these beans and actually made them look delicious. At that point, the only beans that I had ever had was baked beans, because you know we this is Barbados. We don't have like a wide cultural smorgasbord of food. So, you know, it was kind of limited to our exposure. So, I didn't know what the hell he was eating, but he just ate these beans with such relish, and then of course kills the dude right after while eating the beans, and it was just like one of the most badass scenes that you can ever see. But it's just this dude eating beans, and it's at once hilarious and badass. When I finally managed to get hold of the Mexican beans, I kind of like this is like years later. I finally saw what you know what the big deal was. Like those are some damn good beans, especially the refried beans. So that was my first exposure to um, Mexican cuisine. Beans. Go figure. Anyway, that's the whole point of my story. That Terrence Hill introduced me um, to beans and to westerns because he was pretty much badass. This guy dude just eating beans and then he gets confronted or something. But every time he would eat beans, it would just be like the most delicious thing he's ever had. Yeah, it's actually up on YouTube. Let me see if I can copy the link. Here. See, someone made a short out of it. There you go. Refried beans. But yeah, anyway, my whole point of that entire story was that Terrence Hill introduced me to westerns. I mean, like John Wayne is fine and everything, but when you have Terrence Hill out there just being a badass, it's it's a completely different experience. You know what I mean? Okay, so let me get the sheriff sign up now. There's a whole bunch of yeah texture. So I gotta put the sign up separately. Let's get a post up. So that I can mount this. Anarchy Acres. You know, let's do two of these guys. Do 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 do. That I was working at something when I met you. Now I don't know why that song's in my head now. Don't don't you want me? And say you never leave me. Don't you want me? And there we go. Come on, come on, come on. Ah, I get to the black. We don't have to worry so much. A lot better. You don't have to worry about getting it immediate. You can just, you know, make your adjustments. I suppose I should measure from the side so that this is even. because that is definitely not even anywhere, shape, or form. So this is 8. That's a 10. That is, woo, 10, 11. So that's 12. This is 10, 12, 14. So I can afford to come over one more over here. Either with or without you. Don't you want me? Say you never leave me. Don't you want me? 1, 2. Oops, my bad. Is that better? Better be better. Seriously, dude? All right, let's try again. Okay, that works. Yep. He ate the whole pan. He just made it look so delicious. Okay, what are we doing here? We are doing the sheriff sign. We need to have... wait a minute. What can I do here? I just realized something. Do we have... We do. Under... Salty Seaport. Supernova. Supernova gave us some short... I don't want that. I want this. This is what I want. All right, so we're going to try this out. I think this is too short. So I'm going to add some more to the sides. Just a little more. Seriously, dude? Fine. I see how it is. Be that way. And now I need a 6. 2 6s. Making signs with puck. Every day it's a different sign. What sign are we doing today? We're doing the sheriff. All right, let's see. Sheriff. So S. This has already gone bad. I can feel it. Yep. Not gonna get down. So it also needs to be higher. Especially if we're using this size. And if we're using this size, we might as well use the flat. Alright, since we're using the flat, might as well just go back over, and that's the thing about the 2x pieces. Alright, sheriff. S. These do allow so much latitude, flexibility. Seriously, dude? The whole thing? Man, that's a pain in the butt. Sheriff needs a new sign painter. So SHE. This is E. Sure. R. I. Son of a biscuit eater. Maybe he misspelled it. It's only one F. Oh my god, that is big. Okay. We're gonna have to expand it a little more. That stupid F. That's how I'm swearing. Alright. Stupid F. Do we have to go? I think we gotta go pretty much. Almost to the end. Alright. Let's try this again. One more time. This is the end of the F. One F. Spacing of 1 to maximize everything. The I. This is the R. This is the E. This is the H. This is the son of a biscuit eater. Seriously? All right. So how far over do we have to come? So 3. So if I start here, it should be fine. Space of 2. All right, let's do this thing. Modular writing. How you too can make good signs. Yeah, see, that needed to happen. Yeah, regardless of where that was happening, that was going to happen there. All right. I mean, I did have one option. I wonder, can I make it a little shorter? Let's try it out. So if I did this... Oh, hold on. See, I didn't move everything. Gotta move it over 1. Come on, down, down, round down. There we go. They're better. Almost makes me want to do a Red Dead Redemption. Oh my god, I could have done a Red Dead Redemption town instead of Oregon Trail. Oh well. I have made my choice. Should have gone with Red Dead. What was I thinking? This could be problematic. How do you get the R properly? Yeah, that is problematic. Here's what we're going to do. I think something similar. Maybe get this here. This one is going to be hard. Difficult. You know what? Here. This is kind of a bit of a solution. Kind of. Not perfect, but let's get a little creative, shall we? No. That's a little too creative. And we will both be sorry. Don't you want me, baby? Don't you want me? Oh. Don't you want me, baby? Don't you want me? Oh. I still love you. How's that? You know what? I'll take it for $1. Where's that from? Is that RoboCop? That is RoboCop. No, I like the other one better. What was the other one? All right, a little sci-fi there. Human League. Yes, that's the one. Don't you want me? All right, here we are closing in on the most important sign that we will never ever see again. But you know what? It's this little detail, this fine detail that makes things. go. If that don't say sheriff, I know what does. Well, there you go. We got ourselves a sheriff's office. Better get a sheriff's desk. Sheriff's desk, then a cot, and a place to wash up, and some cots in the cell. I still don't like these bars, but we're gonna bear with it. Decorations. We want a nice desk, nice big desk, which is at the bottom. Oh boy. We were playing in the Legos on a Saturday night. Wait, hold on. It's Wednesday. I got it wrong. Ah, I like that desk. Nice, nice and orderly. What do we got over here? Oh. Man, makes these guys look organized. I gotta get some posters as well. Let's see, what desk. What other desks do we have? Oh, like this one. Nice and fancy. Maybe needs a supporting piece. What are you? A wall piece? What the flip? Okay. Oh, here we go. I think I finished my coffee already. Dang it. Okay, let's get a nice chair. No, a little too ornate. There you go, basic chair. Something for the bookkeeper. I think we want a kitchen area. There, you gotta get past old Otis. What else can we have in here? We gotta get some nice countertops, at least to the side. Maybe a shelf. Oh, we need an armory here as well. So this wall's gotta go. Let's put another type of wall there. Salty, salty, salty. Till I met you. breathe with or without you. Don't you want me? The song's stuck in my head and I can get it out right now. Oh boy. Okay, cases. Oh, you got some good cases here. These old armoires. Armoire. I mean, sure wouldn't have everything like all hanging out and open, right? Got your so let's get a little bit of box in here, storage box, and get an armoire where you can hide some of the weapons. Can't have them outside for everyone to come by and see. Oh, need lighting. Get a lamp. Now I'm using the tops of these. Oh, actually, I can use the top of the armoire, can I? Tell me I can. Seriously? I can't? Oh, that sucks. Anyway, I usually use these little nubs to hold lamps. It's very useful. Now back here is where I want to put a cot for the deputies. Something simple. And in here, we're going to put a couple of rolls down there. These guys. Put these guys down. Do we get them on the floor or do we make a bunk bed? What do you guys think? Floor or bunk bed? I wish we had straw as a decoration. Anyway, decorate. We need water. Water to drink. So water, and then an empty bucket to piss in. I mean, to evacuate your bowels. That's right. I didn't say the P word. No sirree, Bob. There you go, bucket. It's a metal bucket. It's completely non-period, but okay, you know what, here. Let's put these guys over here. These can be the pee bucket. Hey, Kathy. Of course I do. Of course I do. Usually don't promote it that much, but it exists. If you want to come and share your any of your stuff, then you are quite welcome to come and share your builds. Always want to see them. Of course, we should not give the prisoners access to lamps. At least not easy access. So any lighting in here needs to come from outside. Otherwise, these guys could start a fire. You know, the rowdier ones. There you go. So there we have our sheriff station. I think it's pretty much done. We even have our battlements upstairs. And do a little bit of storage up here. get a couple crates and some barrels. Crates. You know, non-perishables. Just tack them a little bit. Not the neatest. That's the whole point. If it's neat, it doesn't look lived in. Couple barrels. Rain barrel. Why are the barrels always so small? Always so small. All right, we do need to get the front sorted out, where we have no, we don't. Wrong type of bar. This is a water thing. Ah, here we go. This is what we've been missing. This is the Shortly Night hitching station. Yep. So, do we hitch to the front? Yeah, you know, why not? Let's put a hitch in right in the road here, because these guys don't care. And we're going to put one to the side too. We should probably get a table. No, I am on Craftopia, and I am over on my Discord as well. Just don't share, you know, be exclusive to Craftopia. I promote Craftopia. Craftopia is very important. But if anyone wants to, you know, talk directly to me, they can always come over to my my Discord. Sometimes, you know, people just want to talk directly just to me. So you want to give them the ability to do that without what's the word I'm looking for here? Where they don't feel pressured into joining anything else. Some people just react differently to the whole sharing situation. So I like to be mindful of that. Oh, this is a long hitching post. So we can get rid of 2 of these guys and get the long one. Oh, there's a windmill here too. You know, I forget about so much of the things that are back here. Like this broken down cart. Brilliant. I wonder what that was used for. Anyway, long hitching post. There we go. And that is from the nightly kit. So we don't have that in some of the. Well, we don't have it unless you have the nightly bundle. So it's a little unfortunate, because I mean, it's such a useful little thing. I think that is about it. Got to get a couple llamas in here. But there's your sheriff station. We need a stable. Sheriff station. We need a bank, tailor, so much other stuff. But let's see if we can get the stables in here. Stable should actually be off side. Floor beds. I don't know, man. It's just weird. Let's get our horses over here. You know what we use for horses in here? We use the llamas. Llamas are our reindeer. Llamas are our horses. They're a lot friendlier than foxes. There you go. Hitch the llama. See, there you go. Now that's a town that's buzzing. Got lots of llamas around. Okay, we need a hitching station over in front of this as well. So let's get a couple of these guys up. Right in front of the saloon. Because the saloon is also an inn. People come and stay here. So, I think a stable is actually a really good idea. Oh, you know what? Time to get rid of the foundations here. Well, not all of them, but, you know. Let's get this sorted out. Let's get this looking proper, shall we? Doom, 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 doom. Hey, what's this? Musical support. Oh. I've never used this. Nope, does not look very strong. So we're gonna keep on keeping on. There we go. And of course, now it's night. What foundation are we going to give to the inn? That's a good question. I think we're going to use a stone foundation. What do we have that's still being used? Any salty? Let's use salty. We're going to use salty. Salty seaport. That should do it. So you want to make it look nice. And having that regular foundation does not make it look nice. Darn it. There we go. Right on the corner. Perfect. And with that, I can take some steps and put them here as well. Doesn't matter if the steps go into the ground. It lends to that, you know, smooth transition thing. So that works out. Then we can come over here and just finish up the rest of it. Make sure that it looks nice all around. It is 9:41, which means we have about 15, no, a little less than 15 minutes left to go. I think tomorrow we're gonna have to focus on this, on more of the vehicles. The stagecoach. I'm gonna focus on building a stagecoach and maybe another vehicle. Because we have the covered wagon, but we need a couple more vehicles. There we go. Okay, that feels a lot better. Yeah. Than seeing here. So if we want to put this table here, Park it over by the church. Now, if they had actual working animals that could pull, you could get a cow, for instance, and put the cow on a wagon. Saloon doors, yeah. Hey, it's only horseless for now. I got to get the rest of the things up. So I was trying to focus on building more of the covered wagon. So I have to get a station where I can just start producing a whole bunch of them. And then I can add on the horses. I mean, the llamas. Tables should be good in here, like off the side, somewhere you can park your horses. But in the corner here should technically be a general store. But I am a little concerned about the spacing, because look at what we have in here so far. It's pretty good. I think we're spaced out quite nicely, but it's going to get a little more dense if I put it in here. This area is about 40 meters from here. Let's find a 40 to here. So this is all within one complexity zone here. So it's gonna start getting a little dense as we keep building up. So I've been trying to keep things spaced out a little bit more. Now I know Main Street is all nice and everything, but I mean the bank should be on Main Street. You should have and it should be a little tighter, but we can't afford that. So we're trying to work within the limitations of the game. This should be good. Yeah. And we can have our next build here. Oh, this is the first time you're seeing it all together? Well, you know, when you come over the hill, it's quite nice. You know what I've always actually liked, and it's the westerns that wasn't all focused on. Oh, there's a river over here. Wicked. I didn't even know there's a river. Bridge set up. Awesome. I thought the closest source of water was a little further away. All right, nice. Anyway, when you come over the hill, it's kind of nice. Now the westerns that weren't out in the desert, those were kind of an eye opener, because every single time that you see a western, it was always like out in the desert. See, there's the town. I still have to. Oh, I gotta have the town center. So I got to put up um, my town center thing. Town hall. So this is the best place. The main reason I built it in the first place. Kind of like a statue. What name shall we call this? Probably. I'm just gonna take this opportunity to name it after myself. Ha! we go. We've been llamaized. Gotta close off the back of Town Hall, but nice statue. Take a little step back and show you guys some of the other stuff that I've been working on. Yeah, those llamas really do help make it come to life. I need villagers, man. I need villagers. So it means I have to put down some beds. I do have beds. Beds. Oh, hold on. If I want to put down something, does it show the... Oh, really? That is the... That's the zone? So I have beds. Wicked. My zone is weird. Okay, let's take a flight, shall we? I think it's south. I think. Let's go find out. 800 meters. To see how far I can push them for Star Trek stuff. And it's actually turned out really, really good. The First Order kit is a lot more powerful than we really give it credit for. Hey, this looks like the area where I built Helm's Deep. All right. No, that I would love to rebuild. Okay, so this is one of the areas I was messing around with circles. So this is not where I want to be. Over here, however, it's pretty close to it. Desert. Okay, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Okay, so there is my bird of prey. One of the first ones. One of the smaller ones. This is the second one. Kind of, this one is a little squished. So very, very flat. Hey! There she is. My shuttle. I'm actually really digging the shuttle. I need to do a tutorial on it. But she flies nice. Okay, so here we are. This is the whole point of this trip. The First Order pieces. I kind of got a little stuck on one area, and so this is one of the reasons that... Oh, come on. Thank you. Anyway, bird of prey. Not squished. All First Order pieces. Well, most First Order pieces. There are a couple of these guys here, but I've managed to use just using the simple turn techniques. Most of this is wall pieces. Just turn on the side to give this entire structure. I'm kind of stuck right now trying to get the perfect bowl here. I may have to go back to using this technique. So we tried to replicate this technique on this side. So there's a bit of a trial and error going on, as you can see. So just trying to work through it. I think the best and fastest method may just be doing this old technique here, which is not perfect, but it does give the shape and allows the build to move forward. So, like I said, this has been like a lot of just first order pieces with the slants and the wedges and everything. And it's going to be absolutely gorgeous. And I can actually finish this. Do you know how many pieces I had to use on the original just to get to this point? It's mind boggling, mainly because all of these pieces were floor pieces, put in an angle. So I'm, working on this one, and hopefully I can actually get through the whole thing and finish it and fly it. Yeah, it is a little complicated, but you know what? It's worth it. It will be so worth it in the end when I can get it to fly. Plus the scale. Look at the scale next to the shuttle. It is absolutely perfect without being oversized. So this is what I mean going from spaceships to Western Town. Yeah. Anyway, thank you so much for joining. 5 minutes left. So thank you so much for joining. If this is the first time here, please leave a like, subscribe, do all the internet things. Show me what you think of the stream. We're going to continue building out the call it? What's it called again? The town to start off the Oregon Trail, and we're going to get into the actual Oregon Trail itself. But we have a couple more builds to go for the rest of the week. But this is one of the new kits that came out. I think what is this called? It's not Hypatia. Is it Hypathia's Quarters? No, it isn't. This pushed everything over. What was this called? This is a brand new kit that's available in the store right now. Rainbow Rec Room. So the Rainbow Rec Room, we have some new interesting pieces like this. Okay, let's go through them quickly. These are all decor items, so there's no new floors or anything. These are all under furniture, and do we have any? Yes, we do. Furniture and decorations. So, as you can see, we have TV right there. We have the arcade machine. So you always need more of those guys. But it's a pink arcade machine. But I'm glad they're really leaning into some of the arcades, because they used to have to go and build those things. They've given us a little bit more lighting. Any more here? Posters. Yep. So we got lots of new posters. Let's get a quick poster here. We got Durburger, Llama's Big Three, and Storm Runner. So a little bit going on. We got a new floor mat. So that's what that looks like. And nothing there. So under the furniture, under the bed, we have a brand new bed, of course, because they always give us a brand new bed. Then we have this is your table, polychrome side table, and then polychrome coffee table, which comes with what looks like, what is that? Is that a scale? What is that? Uh, it's like a table saw. I don't know. I think that's not exactly great. I see a console controller on there, so something to do with gaming. But this looks like a scale. Is someone selling stuff? Uh, they really need to take a look at that thing, because that does not look PG. Does not look PG at all. Not with a scale there. Okay, so 2 new chairs. We got the regular chair, and then we got the couch. Nothing in the bathrooms, nothing, and we got lighting, of course. So more lights. You guys see these all over the place here. Shelving, and of course, more shelving right here. 1 shelf, 2 shelf. This one's the bigger one, and it's controller themed. This one has, what do we got? We got little stuffed animals on this one. Huh, cute. And then there's a blaster gun in there, like Duck Hunter or something. Duck Hunt. Oh, somebody should make Duck Hunt. And yeah, that's it. This is the um, entire kit for the Rainbow Rec Room. I believe it's like $5.99. You have to pay cash. You can't use your V Bucks, but it's in the item shop right now. You can go ahead and get it. I usually get these things because they usually have TV separate, but that's just me. Anyway, it's 10 o'clock. Thank you for joining. I'm the MadPuck66. Thank you for joining and for hanging out. I will see you guys tomorrow. And we'll continue building out the Oregon Trail. Thanks once again, and Katie. Um, thank you for being secret moderator, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.